Alright guys, it's the next day, and what I'm doing now is I'm going to head over to the Craig base. So I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing over there. I've been working pretty darn hard. It's something that's actually not that easy to do. One thing I've done is put the pathways over here, so now you can run around, and then I did this here. Nice entrance way. So this is the Grand Entrance. The piece de la resistance. Perfect. So I got the nice little sides on it, put the crazy little grimstone with the little sparklies you see right there, and then did the kind of like octagonal opening and spikes everywhere. Just wanted to change it up a bit, do something a little bit different. And then I got that crazy thing down there. Let's go take a peek. Alright, I'll give you guys two guesses. What am I doing? I've got the Gelid Cryotheum, 120,000 left, and Resonant Ender, 192,000 left. And a great big door that's like hazard. Don't go in here. A little switch. It's a big wall of dirt. Awesome. It's a reactor. So this is actually what I've been working on, guys. This thing is freaking huge. It takes forever to get this stuff going. Like, it's only got, I think it was 37 control rods. There was a website, which if I can remember it, I'll put the link in the description, and it allows you to test out different configurations for the internal size of the reactor you're building. So mine is 21 by 21 on the inside and 19 high. So you enter in those measurements, and then what you can do is you can start putting in different fluids and blocks and control rods and different configurations. And the configuration that I came up with, I actually had 4 squares originally that were 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. And they were all connected in the center and all that, and it had pretty good production rates, but the problem was it wasn't very efficient. So it was taking something like 8 millibuckets every tick. Yeah, pretty crazy. So what I started doing, started playing around, deleting it and having them spring off of each other and all this kind of stuff. And I finally came up with this configuration here, which is like half of the 4x4 with the half of a 5x5. And then I put this little dot in the middle here. And what this ended up coming up with for the projected, I guess you could say, production rates is 334,000 RF per tick. And that's at full production. So you'll have all the yellorium in there that you could ever want. And the thing is, I was actually playing with the control rods, because that there gave me production of about 80, I think it was 88,000 RF a tick per block, or per millibucket that I was actually putting into it, which is actually pretty good. And that is with Resonant Ender along the edges, Gelid Cryotheum inside there, as well as inside here. So I've come up with this system here to divide the Resonant Ender from the Gelid Cryotheum. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to fill all this in with Gelid Cryotheum to here, and then hopefully just drop it in from here, like just kind of stand off to the side and place it in here for the final block, because it is a higher weight than what this is. And then what I'll do, I'm hoping, is use the 7x7 on my shovel to be able to take this stuff out really quickly. Because the problem is, you go in here and you touch that stuff, it does you quite a bit of damage. The other problem is, you touch this stuff and it teleports you. So you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. So it's either, I'm going to try it over here, I'm going to fill in this entire side from like here all the way across to there, and then take out the sand if I can, and then try and place in the rest of the Gelid Cryotheum just by, standing up here. Come on, get out. By standing over here and just placing a block of Gelid Cryotheum right here. Definitely not easy. As far as I know, it has to be all source blocks as well, which does make it difficult, because as you're going around, you're getting closer and closer to taking damage or to teleporting. And the downside with this stuff here, teleporting you, it'll teleport you anywhere. It could be inside a block, it could be outside the construction. And the other thing I ended up making was a, right here, this guy, resonant exchanger. And that there basically exchanges blocks that are on the wall. So you pick an area and then you right click on it and it replaces all these. So this here, even though it looks like it would be a heck of a lot of work, was actually probably less than 5 minutes. And then what I did down here is I just put the drawbridge in for the door, and very simple hookup is underneath here there's a line of redstone alloy that connects all of these, and behind here is a torch that connects to the redstone alloy. So it constantly powers it, which is why it was automatically shut. And what I'm hoping to do is put in some sort of like a pressure plate system where, you know, you click it and it'll open up, you run inside and it shuts, that kind of thing. So this is the setup that I've actually got, and I have tested it. So when I had all this stuff in without the fluids, I had it all sealed up, and I had all the glass on and everything like that, and it worked. So it does power up. Now the problem is getting all the fluid in. So that's what I'm going to be working on, guys. I'm going to go off camera for a long time, because right now this here, just to build this, it was over 1,500 pieces of glass. To make the jelly triothium, I think it was like 50,000 pieces of snow, or snowballs. The resonant ender, oh god, 6,000 ender pearls, I think it was. And probably, I don't know, 500-600 pieces of dirt, and then a whole bunch of the framing, because in order to make the glass you need a frame and all that kind of stuff. So what I'll do here, I'll show you quickly. I'll go here, see, you jump inside. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm stuck. I'm somewhere. I'm inside one of those metal blocks. That's all I know. There we go. Where the hell am I? There. See, so that's the biggest problem with this is, here, I'll teleport you and I'll put you in a wall. So that is not cool. You can see I got a ton of the resonant ender on me, because this is what I've been working on. And I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to bring you guys in so that you're like, oh yeah, you did the whole thing in creative. But you can see on the opposite side of that, I was testing whether or not it's like the whole oil and water thing. Oil is thicker than water, therefore heavier, so water will always show up above oil. And it's the same premise with this. So if I can get all the resonant ender in, as soon as I start dropping in the gelid cryothium right here, anything that's past that point when it comes to the resonant ender should go back into this spot here. That's what I'm hoping for, otherwise I'm looking at a whole crap load of work. Anyways, guys, I'll bring you back in a few minutes once I get the whole thing done. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, I just wanted to bring you back for a second here. I have an update. I did a little bit more research on this, and according to, I think it was the Tekkit wiki, you don't need full source blocks for your coolant. Now, problem being, the gelid cryothium, it is only a source block. So, oh crap. It is only a source block, so you don't really have a choice. It drops, like when you put it in, can I show you guys? Yeah, right here. Okay. See, when I put this in here, I'll put it there. You see it goes down by 2. It'll continue to go down like that, so it won't actually create a source block per se. Whereas this resonant ender, if you put that down, it basically goes down as a full block. And people have done some testing on it and said, hey, you know what, with the source block at the top and it going all the way to the bottom, they got the exact same results as if it was replacing 100,000 different source blocks. So I thought I'd bring you back for that. You can see right there that one in the corner just basically dropped down. There, you can see it just did one source block. So unfortunately, if you want to count this 21 by 21 by 19 high. That's what I got to fill in with gelid cryothium, minus the block spacing in the middle. So it is going to take a little bit of work for me to be able to get this done, but at least the resonant ender isn't going to cost me a whole lot of grief. You know what, might as well fill these up since I'm here. But you can see, oops, since the last time, 150, I've already placed like 46 blocks of resonant ender. So it's just a work in progress. It's going to be something that does take a little bit of time, but at the end it's going to be worth it for the amount of power production we're going to be getting. So the only problem is when you drop down like that, you got to be careful, because a lot of things can go wrong. Anyways, guys, I will bring you back. I might update you a little bit more as the gelid cryothium comes into play, because that is going to be fun. The good thing is I've tested inadvertently my resistance to the cryothium, and sitting in it for a little while, I don't take a whole lot of damage, so that's one good thing. And if it did happen to come to it that I was sitting in it for a little bit, at least it wouldn't be the end of me. But it's definitely not something that I want to be doing on a regular basis, that's for sure. So anyways, guys, I shall see you in a few seconds, and hopefully I'll have this done, or very close to it. I'll see you in a few. Okay, so I'm back at the base now, the main one. I guess the second one, because that one there would be the first. And I had a problem with the wither spawner thingy, and I don't know if it was just the computer I was on, it was glitching out or whatever, but it would make the wither, and then the next one would just be the heads on the soul sand, and it wouldn't actually do anything. So I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I'm working on this here. Boom, look at this. Oh my god, look how insane that looks. So yeah, you can build these things 7 by 7 by 7 by 7 by 7 by 7 by 7, and I did, sort of. It's like 6 by 6, but whatever. Anyways, what I wanted to do was put more of these auto-crafting things around so I can start auto-crafting everything. And these right here are going to be for P2P channels, and I'm probably going to end up setting these wires up to be different colors, because I want to be able to automate the machines and such like that. The ones that I have over here at the smeltery, and even the draconic chests, stuff like that. So that is the plan, but I guess the real thing that you've been looking forward to is to see what the heck I did over here. You saw when I brought you back, and I did this here. So I changed this up, I believe, a little bit, and put the spikes in. I think I did that last time, actually. Sorry, it's the next day, because, well, I had to go to work. So I put all this in. Oh, crap. Do I have any left? No. Yeah, I do. What are you doing to me? Doink. Bonk. Why is that not working? Alright, let me figure this out. Because normally what you should be able to do is you just, you have one of these. You shift click with this thing in your hand. Not that, this. So that should have taken it. See, this is what happened last time. Stupid thing. Whatever. Let's go like this. There. Problem solved. Bonk. Yes, so this is what I did. I put in the brick all the way around inside. It's still the Grimstone. Going with that, it seems to be as a regular theme around here. The only thing is I needed some colors, so I put in these, what do you call it? Project Light Blue Project Red lamps. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. The, let's see. Light blue lamp. Right there. It's really not that hard. This Project Red Light Blue Luminar. It's 2 pieces of glowstone and 2 types of blue dye. So, really easy to do. So I put those in all the way down. Got the little thingies going all the way. You can hear the, well, you probably can't hear the ticking because I would have turned the volume down. But I got the flashing orange lights And, oh, close your eyes. You're not supposed to see this yet. Boom. Okay, so let's try this again. There we go. I got this right there. Ooh, like caution. All it is back here there's a timer and a bunch of redstone alloy. And it just keeps flickering off and on. Whatever. And yeah, so I put the lights all the way down around here. And then we got my big hazard door. To reveal, oh my god. Look at this. This thing is nuts. 154,000 RF per tick. What? Yeah, this is just a test run that I was doing. And it's got a ton of waste, as you can see. So I found the best way to do it is in here. Change this and you put it at 95, even 96. And you get just around 30,000 RF a tick, with it being at 96% inserted. And you can see in here, oh, that ticking is going to get annoying. That's right over here. Damn. All right. Anyways, so this is the setup. It's sort of like an 8. Yeah. And the best way, I think I brought you guys back in when I showed you the floodgate. Fills it up. The only problem was getting the dirt out. That was hell. I didn't like that at all. So there are spots around it where you can see there's 2 wide for the enderium fluid, resonant ender fluid, that's it. And then you can see where it goes here, but it's underneath and on top, and so it's not 100% where it should be, but it's better than it was, or could be, or whatever. So anyways, that's the entire thing, all built up, actually working, running around like it should. What I will do is, let me get rid of this stuff. You can see I got the auto crafting stuff all in my inventory here. That's I had to take it out just so I could get the stuff in there to put all the new controllers in. Yeah, you can see how insane this thing is. Now, the way it is, here, about 13,000 RF per tick. I mean, the power is running low now. But you can see we're, under a millibucket, 13,000 RF. When I had it up to 95, let's see, because this here is eventually gonna be controlled by the some sort of a redstone signal, or if I can figure it out, I may set it up with a computer port, which is why I have that there, so I can have it so that it turns off and on, off and on. And yeah, look at this. Yeah, that's Nicolas Cage. Everywhere. No matter where you go, there he is. That's insane. Oh, and the thing I put in here, holy crap, yeah. The cryo-stabilized flux duct. That thing there, it's a redstone flux duct inside the stabilized flux duct with cryothium fluid in it. It transmits infinite RF per tick. So when this thing's pumping out 300,000 RF like it normally would when I put it on full, it goes bananas. And it fills up the energy core like you wouldn't believe. Now, mind you, I think this goes up to like 25 or something like that. It's pretty insane. This does go up to like 570, I think. So all in all, it's a really good setup. You can see the heating on it is really good. As long as you keep it under 200, you have no loss. If you go up to 2,000, but not over, you can lose 10%, I believe. And then we have the cyanite reprocessor, so it turns the cyanite into plutonium. And then the plutonium you can put back into the system and all that kind of fun stuff. So you just stick that there. There you go. And it disappears. But this will fill back up a little bit, and you can see when this is actually on full, it will pump out a full 330,000, something like that. I don't know if it'll do it now because it's pretty much half empty or half full, depending on pessimistic or optimistic kind of person. There you go. You can see The downside is that I go above 2,000. But if you're looking for a quick way to be able to fill things up, you can see 570, 580, 220. This is 220,000 RF per tick. I think there's, what, 8 ticks in a second or something like that? So that's 1.5 million RF per second. So I can fill up that 2.4 trillion RF in 10 minutes. Something like that. But you look over here, and this thing, or no, wait, it's right here in the control. I got no energy. And that's because back here, nope. Oh. No. There we go. $90.5 billion RF. So you can see we're not even a tenth of the way full. At 100 million. Like, we still have another, what, 10 of those to go? So, yeah, but you can see how fast it's counting up. And I mean, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm going to have lots of goodies to be able to fill me up for days upon days upon days. And that's why I was thinking of getting into this here. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the P2P. And I want it to be able to connect up with the base over here. Because I want this here. I'm going to have one cable coming out. And I'd like to have it branch off into 5 different things. This is actually going to be moving. Might cover up all of these and move it down. Because if you look on the outside here where the entrance is here, there's not a lot of space till you get down another 20-30 blocks. And then you can see it doubles in size. So even on these sides here, it's the same thing. It gets thicker as you go down. And same with this side. This side's already pretty big as it is. So I think this is going to be the automation section, which will be every kind of machine that I can use to fully automate the like the sag mill, the pulverizer, the alloy smelter, all that stuff. And then I want to have anything that comes in through the quarry go through one, both, or all of the machines, and then get put back into the ME system. So more than likely it's going to be using the sag mill because of the fact that you can get bonuses, or it could be the alloy because again, the production rates, and then when it gets into things like cryothium and blizz powder, stuff like that, I want to be able to use the pulverizer, or not pulverizer, the induction smelter, because you can just add sand to it and you'll end up with double and the bonus. So that's how you actually get the shiny ingot, is you do the induction smelter with ferrous and sand, or no, cinnabar and a piece of ferrous, and you're guaranteed to get a shiny ingot plus 3 ferrous. So pretty good. So I'm happy with this entire setup here. I'm happy with the blinking lights that are up there, if I can get up there. Just adds like that kind of cautionary, like you're going into a danger zone. The only last thing I want to do is try to hook this up so that I'm not flicking a switch. Oops. Should really stop doing that. There we go. Because it would be nice if you could land somewhere right here and then the door just opens before you. So maybe something with tripwires, and that way, you know, have it like 5 blocks up so that when you come out here you can still run around and do things, but as soon as you fly up, that's where it's going to start to shut the door for you. So I'm going to look into doing something like that, but I got all this done pretty much over the last night, and this was the biggest pain, honest to God, guys. Like I said, though, you can see there's random spots that aren't completely filled, but for what it is, I mean, a 21 by 21 by 19 high interior measurement with this kind of a setup, it is pretty awesome to be able to get 300,000 RF out of it. And I think we're probably getting low, no? So 230, we're at 1600, which is great. But again, the lower you go and the more waste you get, the harder it is. The max capacity is actually better, and you get a better production out of it. So I think that's going to be it for me and Nicolas Cage today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.